Okay, get ready to dive into some serious food adventures.
You bet.
We're taking a look at Bangalore's street food scene today.
Oh, yeah.
And, I've got to say, I'm pretty excited about this one.
I know I am.
I've been checking out that YouTube video you sent me
Right.
with Mark Wiens
Mm-hmm.
and K-Paul from Food Lovers TV.
Yeah, they're great.
Oh, man, it's just incredible.
It's a good one.
All those colors and the energy of the streets
Yeah.
and the sheer variety of food.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a whole other world of culinary creativity out there.
Absolutely.
So let's jump right in.
Okay.
What really struck me
Yeah.
was just how resourceful these vendors are.
Oh, for sure.
They can take like the most basic ingredients
Yeah.
and turn them into something absolutely extraordinary.
It's true.
Like take Raja, for example,
Oh, yeah.
the cauliflower magician.
The cauliflower magician.
Cauliflower,
Yeah.
it's usually just a side dish, right?
Yeah, kind of an afterthought.
But he turns it into the star of the show
It's amazing what he does with it.
with his Raja GOI Manchurian.
So good.
Okay, now I have to admit,
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little skeptical here.
Right.
How do you make cauliflower taste like chicken?
Well, it's all in the technique.
Really?
So first he deep fries the florets.
Okay, that makes sense for the crunch.
Yeah, gotta get that crispy texture.
Yeah.
Then he stir fries them with this amazing mix of spices and sauces.
Like what?
Oh, we've got your ginger and curry leaves, of course.
Classic.
And then some garam masala to add that warm depth.
Mm.
And then get a little bit of ketchup and chili sauce.
Ketchup.
Yeah, it might sound strange,
Yeah.
but it adds a touch of sweetness and tanginess that just works.
Okay, I guess that speaks to how these vendors are blending,
Yeah,
like traditional methods with modern twists.
exactly.
It's really fascinating.
And you see this a lot in vegetarian cuisine in India.
Oh, yeah. How so?
Well, with such a huge vegetarian population,
Right.
there's this constant drive to create dishes that are super flavorful and satisfying,
Makes sense.
even without meat.
So it's not just about imitating the taste of chicken.
not at all.
It's more about elevating the cauliflower to a whole new level.
Yeah, it's about showcasing the potential of the ingredient itself.
I like that.
And this innovative spirit goes beyond just ingredients, you know?
What do you mean?
It's in their whole approach to cooking.
I see.
Like at that family-run stall that's been perfecting bell pepper street food for over 35 years.
35 years.
Yeah, they're like the bell pepper masters.
Wow, that's dedication.
It really is.
But bell peppers as street food,
I know, right?
I'm definitely intrigued.
It's one of those things you wouldn't expect,
Yeah.
but it's so good.
So what's their secret?
Well, their signature is this unique chickpea flour batter.
Chickpea flour, huh?
Yeah, it gives the bell peppers this incredible fluffy and crispy texture.
Why chickpea flour specifically?
It's actually a pretty clever choice
Okay.
because it creates a light, airy batter that doesn't weigh the bell peppers down.
That makes sense.
Plus, it's gluten-free, which is a big plus for a lot of people.
Good point.
And here's the kicker.
What's that?
Even after they're deep fried,
Yeah,
the bell peppers still keep their fresh crunch.
that's impressive.
It's a delicate balance.
So they've really nailed both flavor and texture.
They have.
And what about that colorful salad they pile on top?
Oh, yeah. That's not just for show.
It looks pretty fancy for street food.
It's crucial.
Really?
It adds this burst of freshness and acidity,
Okay.
which cuts through the richness of the fried batter.
I see.
It's all about balance, you know?
This is seriously making me rethink bell peppers.
I know, right?
I'm seeing them in a whole new light now.
That's the beauty of Bangalore's street food.
You're right.
It challenges your expectations and shows you what's possible.
Totally agree.
And speaking of challenging expectations,
Huh?
let's talk about Uncle Egg Rice.
Okay, now this one is a little out there.
It is.
Egg fried rice with egg curry.
Yep.
It's a whole lot of egg.
It's a commitment.
Is it ever too much?
Well, that's the thing. It's all about balance and careful preparation.
Okay.
So the egg curry is made with these perfectly sliced, hard-boiled eggs, and they're simmered in this secret sauce.
Ooh, secret sauce.
Yeah, they wouldn't give away the recipe,
I bet.
but it's amazing.
So mysterious.
And then they add a whole bunch of spices to give it this incredible depth of flavor.
Now, what about the texture?
Yeah, good question.
With all those eggs, does it ever feel heavy or one-dimensional?
Not at all.
How do they pull that off?
It's a masterclass in texture play.
Okay.
You've got the fluffy rice,
Right.
the creamy egg yolks,
Mm-hmm.
and then for a little crunch, they add these crispy onions to the curry.
Wow.
And to top it off, they put a little bit of mint in the fried rice
Oh, nice.
for a touch of freshness.
Sounds like a party in your mouth.
It is.
Okay. You've convinced me.
Hmm.
I need to try this Uncle Egg Rice situation.
You won't regret it.
And speaking of innovation,
Oh, yeah?
What about those idlies at Juggly Tendi?
Steaming them in coconut shells and jackfruit leaves.
Right?
That's just so creative.
It's brilliant.
But it's gotta be more than just a gimmick, right?
It is.
That's the point.
It's all about infusing the idlis with subtle natural flavors.
Okay.
So the coconut shell gives it this delicate sweetness,
Interesting.
and the jackfruit leaf adds a hint of earthiness.
Wow.
It's really subtle, but you can taste the difference.
Sounds like they really understand the nuances of flavor and how different ingredients interact.
Absolutely.
But does the coconut shell and the jackfruit leaf actually affect the texture of the idly too?
Oh, they do.
How so?
So the coconut shell actually makes the idly a little firmer,
Okay.
more compact, and the jackfruit leaf makes it softer and more delicate.
So you get two completely different experiences.
You do.
Wow.
Of course, they're both served with the classic accompaniments,
Of course.
sambar and chutney.
Gotta have that.
Can't forget the chutney.
It's amazing how even within the traditional realm of idly,
There's still room for innovation and exploration.
that's the beauty of it.
This is really opening my eyes
And glad.
to the endless possibilities of food.
That's what we're here for.
And speaking of possibilities,
Yeah.
let's head over to Viv Puram Street,
Let's go.
a paradise for vegetarian street food lovers.
It really is.
Have you ever tried chanapati?
Oh, man. Chanapati is the best.
I can't say that I have.
And you're missing out.
What is it exactly?
Imagine like a crunchy, refreshing root vegetable,
Okay.
somewhere between jicapama and a green apple.
Interesting.
And then you spritz it with some lime juice.
Sounds simple but delicious.
It is.
So refreshing.
It's the perfect palate cleanser.
I see.
Before we dive into their famous idly dosas.
Idly dosa. Now, I'm familiar with regular dosa,
Right.
but I've never heard of this variation.
It's a different beast.
So what makes it so special?
Well, idly dosa is made with a blend of lentils and rice,
Okay.
which gives it a much heartier and more savory flavor.
Compared to the classic dosa.
Exactly. And at Viv Puram Street, they have a whole range of idly dosas.
Oh, wow. Like what?
Well, there's the high bean dosa, which is packed with protein.
Okay.
And then there's the gunpowder masala dosa, which is full of flavor.
Gunpowder masala dosa.
Yeah, it's got a kick to it.
Is it spicy?
It is a little spicy.
I love spicy food.
Well, you'll love this then.
But what makes their idly dosa stand out from the rest?
Well, aside from the amazing variety,
Yeah.
it's their signature ghee squirt.
Ghee squirt.
Yeah, it's as amazing as it sounds.
What is that?
As the dosa is cooking,
Uh-huh.
they squirt a generous amount of ghee onto it.
Ghee.
Yeah.
Wow. That's going to add so much flavor.
It does.
And I bet it helps make those crispy edges, too.
It does.
I love crispy edges.
It's the best part.
And it's so cool how they're using ghee.
Yeah.
Such a traditional ingredient in this really dynamic way.
It's true.
It really speaks to that blend of tradition and innovation that we keep seeing in Bangalore's street food.
It's a beautiful thing.
And then there's the smashing technique.
Oh, yeah, the smashing.
Tell me about that.
So the chef uses his hand.
His hand?
Yeah.
Wow.
To press the dosa and spread the batter evenly.
Interesting.
That's how they create those thin, crispy edges.
I see.
It's a technique that takes a lot of skill and precision.
I can imagine.
It's fascinating to watch.
This idly dosa sounds like a whole culinary experience.
It is.
It's not just about the ingredients.
Oh.
It's about the technique, the presentation,
Yeah.
the passion that goes into it.
Absolutely.
And that passion is really palpable in every corner of Bangalore's street food scene.
You can feel it?
It's a city that truly celebrates the art of food.
It really does.
I'm so glad we had the chance to explore this vibrant culinary landscape together.
Me too.
This deep dive has been an absolute eye-opener.
And we're just getting started.
Oh, really?
There's so much more to discover.
Well, in that case, let's keep this culinary adventure going.
I'm ready when you are.
What other surprises does Bangalore have in store for us?
Oh, you'll see. I can't wait.
You're going to love it. It really is amazing how they take these familiar ingredients and turn them into something completely new.
Yeah, like those coconut shell idolists.
Right.
Who would have thought to use a coconut shell for cooking?
It's brilliant, though, right?
Totally.
It's not just the coconut flavor.
Uh-huh.
It's the presentation, too.
Yeah, it's like a little work of art.
Exactly.
Proof that innovation can be found in the simplest things.
Absolutely.
And that chickpea batter for the bell peppers.
Yeah.
That was a revelation.
So good.
That perfect balance of fluffy and crispy.
It's all about the chickpea flour.
Yeah, chickpea flour is pretty versatile.
Oh, for sure.
It seems like a staple in Indian cuisine.
It is. It's used in so many dishes.
And it's gluten-free, too.
which is great.
Yeah, a lot of people are looking for gluten-free options these days.
Definitely.
I'm definitely going to experiment with it more in my own cooking.
I think it has a lot of potential.
It does.
But speaking of the bell peppers,
Yeah.
that family-run stall,
Oh, yeah, they're amazing.
35 years they've been perfecting their recipe.
35 years. That's incredible.
That's serious dedication.
It really shows you the passion that goes into street food in India.
It's not just about making a living, is it?
No, it's not.
It's about tradition and family recipes and creating a sense of community.
Exactly.
And that's what makes this exploration so captivating.
It is. It's about the whole experience.
Yeah, it's not just about the food itself.
Right.
It's about the stories,
Yeah.
the people, the culture.
Absolutely.
And speaking of stories,
Mm-hmm.
Uncle Egg Rice.
Oh, Uncle Egg Rice.
That combination of egg fried rice and egg curry.
Yeah, that's a unique one.
I have to admit, at first I thought it might be too much egg.
I know what you mean.
But you were right. It's all about balance.
Yeah, the way he prepares the egg curry
Uh-huh.
with that secret sauce and all those spices,
Mm-hmm.
it just works.
Yeah, it never feels overwhelming.
And then that little touch of mint in the fried rice.
Oh, yeah.
It adds a nice freshness.
It's those little touches that make all the difference.
They do.
Uncle Egg Rice is clearly a master of his craft.
Oh, yeah. He knows what he's doing.
He's not just throwing ingredients together.
Way.
He's carefully orchestrating flavors and textures.
It's an art form.
And it's inspiring to see such passion and creativity.
It is.
Makes you appreciate the effort that goes into every dish.
You can taste the love.
And speaking of passion,
Yeah.
Viv Puram Street,
Oh, one of my favorites.
that Chanapati snaps.
So simple, so good.
It's amazing how something so simple can be so delicious.
It's all about the freshness of the ingredients.
Yeah.
And a little bit of lime juice.
It's a reminder that sometimes less is more.
Absolutely.
You don't always need to overcomplicate things.
When you're working with great ingredients and the way they prepare it,
Yeah.
the slicing the lime juice, it all elevates the experience.
Yeah,
It does. It shows that they care.
And while we're on the topic of Viv Puram Street, let's talk about a Dai dosa,
Oh, yeah.
that gunpowder masala dosa.
That one's got a kick.
It sounds like an adventure for the taste buds.
It is.
Spicy, but in a good way.
It's that blend of chilies and lentils and sesame seeds. It's a unique flavor profile.
And you mentioned the ghee squirt.
Oh, yeah, the ghee squirt.
It's incredible how such a simple technique
I know, right?
can have such a big impact on the flavor and texture.
Ghee is magic.
It really is.
It adds so much richness and depth.
And that beautiful golden color.
The way they squirt it on the dosa as it's cooking.
Gets into all the nooks and crannies.
Yeah, and it creates those crispy edges.
Crispy edges are the best.
They really are.
It's like a culinary symphony.
I like that.
Each element playing its part
Yeah.
to create this harmonious whole.
Beautiful.
And then there's the smashing technique.
Oh, yeah. This
Chef uses his hand,
It's impressive.
I know, to press the dosa and create those delicate edges.
It's a technique that's been passed down for generations.
Wow.
It takes a lot of skill
I can
to
imagine.
get it just right.
It's fascinating to watch these vendors at work.
It is.
The way they move their hands with such precision.
It's like a dance.
It's like they're dancing with the food,
I love that.
imbuing it with their energy and passion.
And it shows in the final product.
This whole deep dive has been a celebration of culinary artistry.
It really has.
And it's left me feeling incredibly inspired.
Me too.
And it highlights something important.
What's that?
Exploring different cultures through their food.
Oh, yeah.
It opens your mind, expands your palate.
It connects us to a whole world of flavors and traditions.
Yeah, exactly.
And it reminds us that we're not so different after all.
This journey through Bangalore's street food scene,
Yeah.
it's been a true feast for the senses.
It has.
From the unexpected twists
Mm.
to the time-honored traditions.
It's been a whirlwind
Really has.
of discovery and delight.
And Bangalore has definitely earned a spot
Oh, yeah.
on my culinary bucket list.
It's a special place.
It's a city that embraces innovation,
Uh-huh.
honors tradition,
And celebrates the art of street food.
like no other.
Bangalore is truly unique.
You know, after this deep dive, I'm feeling super inspired.
Oh.
Like, I want to get in the kitchen and start experimenting.
That's the best feeling.
All those creative techniques we saw, they've got my wheels turning.
I know what you mean.
That coconut shell, idly,
Yeah.
it just opened up a whole world of possibilities.
It's amazing how a simple technique can spark so much creativity.
Seriously?
Like, what if you steamed savory custards in little gourds?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Or rice pudding in citrus rinds?
Wow, those are Brilliant ideas.
It's like Bangalore's street food is a whole new culinary language.
And it's a language that speaks to resourcefulness
Right?
and respect for ingredients.
Like the chanapati.
Oh, yeah.
Just a simple root vegetable. But so refreshing and flavorful.
It's a good reminder that sometimes the simplest things are the best.
Absolutely.
No need to overcomplicate things.
When you have good ingredients.
Exactly.
And it's not just about the ingredients themselves.
Right.
It's about the technique and presentation.
Like the way they slice the chanapati.
And that little squeeze of lime.
It all makes a difference.
It elevates the whole experience.
Speaking of elevating the experience,
Yeah.
we can't forget about the atmosphere.
The atmosphere is everything.
Viv Purim Street,
It's electric.
the sights, the sounds, the energy.
That's a part of the charm.
It's like street food is about more than just the food itself. It's about immersing yourself in the culture.
connecting with the vendors.
Yeah, and just enjoying that bustling energy.
It's a whole sensory experience.
And Bangalore's street food scene seems to embody that perfectly.
It does.
Whether it's a family-run stall with a long history
Mm-hmm.
or a young vendor with a new take on a classic dish,
There's so much passion
yeah, you can feel it.
in every bite.
And that's what makes this exploration so rewarding.
Absolutely.
It's not just about the food.
Right.
It's about the people and the stories behind it,
It's about the heart and soul of Bangalore's food culture.
like Uncle Egg Rice.
Oh, yeah.
His enthusiasm was contagious,
He loves what he does.
and you could taste that love in his food.
It's that personal touch that makes street food so special.
It's a reminder that food is a powerful connector,
It brings people together,
starts conversations.
creates memories.
And this deep dive has been a testament to that power.
It has.
We've journeyed through Bangalore's street food scene, we've savored the flavors,
Marveled at the ingenuity.
and connected with the heart of this amazing city.
It's been a journey.
It really has.
And it's left me with a renewed appreciation for street food
Me too.
all over the world.
It's a reminder to approach our own cooking with more creativity and adventure.
So as we wrap up this culinary adventure, I encourage you to take inspiration from Bangalore.
Embrace those unexpected ingredients.
Experiment with new techniques.
And don't be afraid to let your culinary imagination run wild.
Who knows what you might discover?
Yeah, it's the beauty of it.
It's all about exploration and discovery.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive
It's been a pleasure.
into Bangalore's incredible street food scene.
Until next time,
Keep exploring
keep tasting.
and keep the culinary adventures alive.